Drake and Travis Scott are being sued for negligence. And the attorney is the same attorney that is trying to ruin the life of Deshaun Watson. Go figure. Travis Scott says that he is willing to pay for the funeral expenses, whatever type of damages may occur, he's just willing to pay for it. And I just don't understand why they're trying to drag Travis Scott, because it's not his fault from what happened. I don't care what they try to say, how they try to put it. It's not his fault. He was on stage. He didn't run over nobody. He didn't smash nobody. He's on stage. Place the blame where the blame is on the idiots that caused the surge. Anyone that has been to a concert out there in the line, you just have knuckleheads that's going to be out there that's going to try to skip. They're going to try to force their way in, just bum rush the door. Now, if you want to blame somebody, I noticed that since the past couple of years, that they're not in a big rush to see people. They have you waiting in line all damn day. So the amount of people that were waiting to enter was just too many. It wasn't a long line. It was a long, large crowd of people. It wasn't a line. Eventually, one of those knuckleheads is going to jump the fence. And then once they get inside, they're going to keep just running, and now the adrenaline is flowing. The stupidity won't stop. And if you've ever been to a concert and has been on the front row of a wild concert, you'll know that's not the spot to be. There is a lot of pushing and shoving, and you are helpless against thousands of people. All those bodies are pushing against you. You can't do nothing but go with the flow. And if you're on that front row, the security personnel is not going to let you make it into the area in between the crowd and the stage. You're just going to get jammed up. You shouldn't have been up there. So people are not taught by their parents on what to do when they go to these concerts. These things, I just don't understand, because it's like with me, hey man, it was like learning to look both ways before you cross the street. It's just certain things that you do when you go to these concerts around a group of people that you don't know. I can only be responsible for my own actions. Then from what I heard, you had little underage children now. They just, so who's to blame? Was Travis Scott picking up the tickets? Was he at the door? Or was he on stage? And if you've ever been a performer, well, for you people that are not performers, don't nobody pay attention to y'all in those crowds? You a distraction. A performer couldn't give a good show paying attention to what the people are doing out there in the crowd. You have people jumping around, screaming, hollering, making all sorts of funny faces. You can't pay attention to that. So if somebody was out there jumping around, oh, stop because to show somebody dying, those people on stage don't know that. For one, they don't hear it because the music blaring, they can't hear you. And as I'm saying, you looking all worried in the face. I mean, that's the same. Some people have an excited face like that. So it's hard to decipher what's going on out there in the crowd. As I said, they don't pay attention because they're not trying to be distracted. If you would know that let you on a secret is people on stage look at the top of your head. They don't look at your face. They're not trying to look at your face. So it was not Travis Scott and them fault for what happened. They have these facial recognition cameras. I'm quite sure NRG Stadium has them. It's a new stadium. They always had those type of cameras when they had the Astrodome there, so I'm quite sure that the technology has gotten a hell of a lot better. Just like you went through all those pictures of people on January 6th, we'll do the same thing for this. Look for those people that were jumping the fence, that were causing a surge. Why should they go free and Travis Scott have to pay the whole damn bill? You try and say it's his fault. It's not this man's fault. It's not Drake's fault. You know, and then these little concerts, they've already had them before. They know how these kids get all overly excited. When there's any other type of gathering of certain people, we have all type of security there. The kind that the people who are planning the event didn't even ask for. But when you have groups like this where you know there's going to be a large crowd of people just going wild, you don't prepare for it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you need to do a better job of getting people inside these venues a lot faster than having this big group of damn people waiting in line, waiting to go sicko. That's what one article said. Be prepared to go sicko. People at the gates are not going to wait. They already said, so to me, they already knew this. But because people didn't wait at the gate, they jumped the gate. And then when they got over that gate, they went sicko. So sicko that 8 people have died. I have never been I like certain groups. Certain groups I like a lot. But I am not what you would call a fan. Because the word fan is short for fanatic. I am not a fanatic over anything. So that's why I never like that word fan, because I'm not a fanatic. And I don't go fanatic over people. These groups, oh, look, oh, it's Bootsy Collins. I mean, yeah, I like the guy, but I'm not for the, lose too much sleep over not seeing him. If I was seeing him, I ain't finna go crazy. I'd be appreciative of meeting him. Yeah, I would, but going crazy, because man, I've seen how people act when they see certain performers. Tears start coming out there, real tears, crying. The hell you crying for? So, people need to learn how to contain themselves. And getting these old jack-leg ass attorneys trying to sue certain people all the damn time and destroy people's lives. It is not their fault that your child lost their life. Because people need to do a better job, parents, of preparing them for when they're not there to protect them. You got to have them talk with your children. Let them know what can happen. I know you want your children to think that you're the best thing to God, but you have to let your children know that you made mistakes, dumb mistakes too. And use your life and your dumb mistakes as an example for not to do. Hey, mom did this stupid thing ahead, so don't you do it. You go to these groups and when you go to these concerts, don't go walking off with people. Come, let's go over here. No, don't you go over there. Because your ass get in trouble, I'm not going to get you out. Today, people said the children go. Okay, Have a nice time. Knowing that children are just that, children. They are not adults. And so hey, they will be easily led into mischief. So there's just too many mistakes there, and it doesn't all lie upon the heads of Drake and Travis Scott. Now I will admit somebody should have had more security there. There should have been, I don't know, maybe a high fence. Because those little railings are too short. I know that you would, because, you know, people always tell me what should happen. Well, people shouldn't do this, but you know people are. So you have to prepare for knuckleheads. I know that you feel as if people are going to do the right thing. They're going to stand in line and wait for their turn and get their tickets and go on in and say, in real life, that don't happen. There should not have been a group of people, just a long line. I don't care if you have to snake that line all across the parking lot, but you don't let a group gather. Because when groups start gathering, I guarantee you somebody in that group is going to go against the grain. And once they start jumping their fists and running, and somebody make it in, that's going to give somebody else the juice to go do the same thing. Now you got a group of people running, getting in free, and they're trying to hurry up and blend into the crowd, pushing and shoving. And if a person's up front not paying attention, next thing they caught up in the surge. So I hope that this lawsuit they trying to bring against Travis Scott, and I hope it don't work. If it ain't no for the simple fact that I don't like the attorney. That guy there is just, I don't understand this Busby. But I hope his ass lose both these lawsuits he got going on here in Houston. He's trying to build up his name off of black entertainers. So I hope his ass lose. But go through those security camera tapes and identify his people that caused a surge. Don't just go after Travis Scott and Drake. This is my wisdom tip for the day. Fools rush in where wise people enters with caution.